Caught in the web. My fiancé's betrayal with my own dad. A moment changes everything. Everything shifted that quiet Thursday night. After dinner, Emily hummed, doing the dishes. Her brown hair was in a messy bun, sleeves rolled, water splashing on her sweatshirt. I sipped beer at the kitchen island, feeling grateful. We'd been together for 4 years. She was kind, funny, warm. My friends loved her. My mom treated her as a daughter. Even my quiet dad smiled more around her. She turned to me and smiled. "I've got news," she said, drying her hands. My heart raced. I didn't know why. Maybe it was the way she said it. But part of me knew what she was about to say. "I'm pregnant." I froze, unable to respond. The bottle nearly slipped from my hand. She laughed nervously. "Say something." I got up, went around the island, and hugged her. I don't know what to say. I'm just, wow, are you sure? She nodded, biting her lip, eyes already glistening. 2 tests, and I'm going to the OB next week to confirm. Everything should have felt perfect, yet a nagging feeling remained. 3 months earlier, I saw a fertility specialist after a year of trying. Low motility. Very low. The doctor said, conceiving naturally as possible, but unlikely. I wanted to protect her from worry, and honestly, I was ashamed. I dismissed the thought. Miracles happen, right? A week later, I drove to the beach, staring at the waves, contemplating the numbers. Something didn't add up, and that's when the spiral began. I didn't tell Emily, not at first. I told myself I was overthinking. Fertility tests aren't always accurate. People get surprise pregnancies all the time. Maybe I was just lucky. Doubts crept in whenever Emily touched her stomach or discussed nursery ideas. 2 weeks later, I overheard a phone call one night. She was in the guest bedroom, door halfway closed. I only heard one line before she noticed me. "I can't talk now. He's home." She spoke quickly, quietly, like someone hiding something. She jumped when she saw me in the hallway. I pretended I didn't know. "Who was that?" Emily blinked. "Oh, my mom. She's driving me crazy about baby names." It felt like a lie. I felt sick. That night, I waited for her to sleep and went through her phone. She had deleted her call log. That's when everything changed. I couldn't dismiss it any longer. Over the next few days, I began observing her closely, especially around him. My dad. Why would that even cross my mind? He had been acting oddly friendly, always asking how Emily's feeling, offering to drive her to appointments, touching her shoulder a little too long when saying goodbye. A contractor barely smiled. But around Emily, he'd laugh, joke, linger in our kitchen as if he belonged. I didn't want to believe it. Then I found the text. It was on my dad's phone. We were helping him move some boxes in the garage, and he left his phone on the workbench while he went to the bathroom. His screen lit up. "Emily, we need to talk. I can't keep lying to him." I stared at it. My hand shook as I picked it up. I saw one last message before he came back. "Emily, he thinks the baby is his." My dad stepped into the garage, and I almost dropped the phone. I mumbled I needed air and left. I sat in my car for 2 hours, gripping the wheel, holding back screams. I had countless questions, 1,000 of them. The question echoing in my mind was, how long had this been going on? I didn't sleep that night. Lying beside Emily, her head on my chest, pain overwhelmed me. I couldn't shake my dad's face. Her text. "He thinks the baby is his." How can you fake love daily while carrying another man's child? My father. I needed answers. No more lurking. No more lurking in the shadows. So I made a plan. The next day, I told Emily I had a work retreat. I packed a bag, kissed her goodbye, and drove to my friend Eric's place. He owed me. Years ago, I covered for him during his divorce. Now it was his turn. I set up hidden cameras in the living room and kitchen. I rigged an audio recorder under the couch. I stayed at Eric's for 3 nights. The first 2 were quiet, but on the 3rd night, everything changed again. Emily came home late, past 10. She walked in through the side door, not the front. That raised alarms. 20 minutes later, my dad showed up. No knock, no, "Hey, anyone home?" He used the key I gave him for emergencies. The footage broke me. They sat on the couch. Close. Too close. She seemed anxious. He looked calm, comfortable, like he'd done this before. Then he touched her knee, and she didn't move it. I paused. My throat was tight, stomach churning. On play, she was in tears. He pulled her into a hug, whispered something into her ear. She nodded. Then she said it, clear as day. "I wish we could just tell him." My dad replied, "Not yet. He's not ready." "He's not ready?" I slammed my laptop shut, threw it across the room. Eric came running in, thought I'd hurt myself. I couldn't even explain. They were in love. Or maybe it wasn't love. Maybe it was something darker. Manipulation, control. Whatever it was, it had been going on for a while. Long enough that she trusted him more than she trusted me. Long enough for her to get pregnant with his child. Long enough to look me in the eye every day and lie. I could no longer ignore it. The cameras, the texts, the late night visits. I had all the proof I needed. The worst part was their planning. It was more than just about the baby. It was the planning, the secrecy, the way they managed me. Like I was an obstacle to work around, not a person they once claimed to love. The next morning I went home. Emily was in the kitchen, barefoot, making pancakes like it was any other Saturday. She looked up with a smile. "Hey, baby, how was the retreat?" I remained silent. Her smile faltered. "What?" "I know," I said quietly. She froze. "Know what?" "I know the baby isn't mine. I know it's his." Silence. "Then, whose?" Her voice trembled. "You know whose it is." I stepped closer. "My father, Emily." She took a step back, like the words physically hit her. Then came the tears, not sobbing, not yet. Silent tears that spill when a world starts to crumble. I didn't mean for it to happen," she whispered. I laughed. It was bitter, sharp. "You didn't plan to sleep with him or lie?" "It wasn't like that," she snapped suddenly, voice breaking. "It wasn't planned. At first it was just, I don't know, I was confused. He was there. You were working so much and don't you dare make this about me." I'd never raised my voice at her, not once in 4 years. But now it came out like a roar. She shrank into herself. "You could have told me the truth," I said. "You could have confessed. You let me plan nursery colors while carrying his child." She remained silent. So I asked the one question I couldn't shake. "Was it ever real?" She opened her mouth. She blinked, hard. Then she turned away. That was the answer. Silence was her only answer. That silence shattered more than any confession could have. I walked into my parents' house. My dad opened the door like it was any normal day. "You slept with my fiancée," I said. He nodded as if it was inevitable. "She's pregnant," I added. He was calm and unremorseful. "She came to me," he said. "You were busy. She was confused. It just happened." I laughed, bitter, cold. "You're my father. You were supposed to protect me. You'll understand one day. Love doesn't follow rules." No apology, no remorse. He was no longer my father. He was no longer my father. "I hope you face the consequences," I said, "and I hope it eats you alive." I left. I didn't look back.